Hello, I'm Jon Tolley and I'm running for election in the by-election in Grove Ward of Kingston upon Thames, which is on July 16th. I just wanted to say a few words to camera, firstly to put to bed some of the rumours started by a leaflet put out by the Conservative Party, paid for by them. That's their literature, which they think is worth putting out. There's two headlines on the I don't want to keep calling it literature, I'll call it rubbish pamphlet, that'll do. One was that I let 300 under 18s into raves in Kingston. For a start, never put on a rave. Secondly, no, we don't let 300 under 18s into a nightclub under normal nightclub circumstances. What we do, however, and what I'm proud to do, is we put on gigs in Kingston at a 6 PM start, no alcohol on sale, loads of doormen and security to make sure kids are safe, and we let under 18s watch some of the biggest bands in the country come to play Kingston. We do that. Of course we do that. We want to do that. We want your kids to be able to watch a band in safety. That's a good thing. That's to be celebrated, not to be not to have some sort of rumours about it, which are lies, basically. The other thing on there, the other second shocking headline was that I thought that students needed to be represented on council. This quote taken out of context. I'll tell you what it's about. I don't think that we should make students the enemy in any of this stuff. I don't think that we can deal with the situations which arise from having tens of thousands of students in Kingston unless we engage with them, unless we talk to them. Are we involved with Kingston University? Are the issues that students face on a weekly and a daily and a yearly basis, are they represented? Do the council know what they are? That's what I'm saying, and I qualify that with it's the same as people who visit Kingston every now and again. No, they're not residents. Yes, they do have a say in Kingston and how Kingston is used. Of course they do. The issues, the thing with this leaflet which came around is it takes away from the actual issues which are important in Kingston. There is an insinuation that I don't care about crime. Let me address that straight away. Of course I care about crime. I'm not being blasé about this stuff. Yes, we live in the safest borough in London and that's to be celebrated. Awesome. But there are things that go wrong. And again, I'm saying what we need to do is talk about what happens and why. If you're talking about crime in the middle of Kingston, I know that as well as anyone else. I live right in the heart of Kingston. I'm a Grove resident, sure, and we have issues of noise and of, not of violence, but maybe of vandalism in the middle of Kingston, but sure, so that's going to happen in a town centre and we need to find the solutions to deal with those. We need to try and stop these things before they happen. Obviously I think prevention is better than cure in a lot of cases, so let's have an informed approach of dealing with those things. Let's get those more police. Yeah, sure, that's something that the Lib Dems are behind. Don't believe the lies that are being put out saying that we're not. However, the bigger issue in what's happening right now is about the overdevelopment in Kingston. We're not just talking about the old post office, we're not just talking about Lower Marsh Lane, we're talking about the Eden Quarter, and we're talking more widely about what's happening at the Cambridge Estate and further afield. Now, it's not just about how high these places are, and it's not just about how it will change the landscape of Kingston and it's a heritage issue. Those things are important, of course, but it's how that affects the local residents. It's where is the affordable and social housing. It's what happens if we move people out of the Cambridge Estate and then the developer says that social housing isn't viable when we have a 50% target set by government and we're saying that only 13% is doable. What is the reason why all this development is happening in the first place when we have a perceived conflict of interest? I'm not saying it's a conflict of interest, I'm saying that there is a perception that there is a conflict of interest of the people who run this council and their ties with property developers. Now, you can knock on any door in this area and people will tell you that that is what's happening. Now let's have that conversation, let's deal with it. The issues which are happening in Kingston right now go far wider than party politics. This is stuff which is happening right now in Kingston, and if we don't act upon it soon, irreparable damage will be done. So I'm asking for you to don't believe the lies about this Conservative leaflet. Trust me to represent your views. Vote for me on July 16th, and let's talk widely, and let's communicate with each other about how we can make this town that I love and you love something that we can still be loving in 3 years' time.